All right, we're back. We signed the report. Now we're going to deliver it to the client. So up here are your basic delivery options. This is well, let's start with this one because it's not rarely, this one's rarely used. If you do the drop down, you want to send the total report via email. You'll never use this. That's where you're sending the ZAP file to somebody. We never do that. This is sending a PDF via email. So if you're doing a report for an individual, which you'll do a lot of those, we're going to use that option. And it will just, if you click on this, it'll go through the print option. It'll queue it up as a PDF file in an email, and you'll send it out. Okay. Over here is where we're sending it to a client. So this pre-delivery check only is for RES or Valuation Support Services for a RELS job. This line right here is where you get your appraisal port or Mercury, or you may see other clients in here that you use. There's StreetLinks, valuation support goes this way, and so on. So if it's an appraisal port, you would click this option and then follow the prompts. Pretty straightforward. Mercury, same thing. Click this option, follow the prompts. Pretty straightforward. I want to show you the one where we send it directly to the client using their web page. I'll do that in just a second. And then the only other option is you may have one of these clients. Who can I think of? We do have one or two clients that don't really have a website to upload, but they still need it in XML and PDF format. So you would click on this. It would create an XML and a PDF, and then you would grab those off your desktop and email them to the person. Victory Mortgage is one that I can think of. We do a lot of new construction through them. They're a small operation. You just send it to the processor as an XML and a PDF. Anyways, this is the main one you're going to use. Upload to client using the Smart Browser feature. What this does is it's going to save all of your login information and all of the web information for each of the clients in this little program, if you will. Oh, by the way, this comes up every time. This is I don't know what the problem is, but it says this should be delivered using the Appraisal Port plugin. Well, no, that's not true. So you just hit no. I don't know why it errors every time, but I think you've probably experienced other things with WinTotal that just happen every time for no reason, and that's one of the ones that you just have to get used to. All right, so here we are. We're creating our PDF. You're going to have to remember who gets an invoice and who doesn't get an invoice. Remember it sort of this way. The majority of them don't get an invoice, at least included in the entire report. Some of them want the invoice separate, but only the ones that are delivering the report as it is to the client, like W.R. Starkey and some others who don't add fees in, basically. So a lot of times you're going to uncheck the invoice. Over here, you want to save a PDF copy to the work file. So you want to make sure that's checked every time. You won't have to check it every time, but just make sure it's checked. Shrink legal to letter, of course. And there's nothing else there really that you need. Down through here it shows you all of your things. You can mark all, unmark all, and so on. And it shows you all the options. So now I'm ready to go. I hit continue. It starts generating the print document, and it's going to take you into this little uploader program.